Good morning, gorgeous ones. Obviously, Dr. Lucy here from Real Life Medicine. This morning, I am talking about some really practical tips that you can do this week. So, there is a lot of stress and distress going on in our environment. We know that, and we know a lot of the reasons are things like COVID. It's not just the COVID though, it's the things that the COVID causes, the disappointment from holidays that are no longer happening, or the stress of homeschooling. So it's the result, obviously, of what's going on that causes us to stress and distress. Remembering that for a lot of us, we return to our old tools that we used to manage stress and distress, and for a lot of us, for many, many years, this has been food and alcohol. So working out for yourself are those tools helpful or unhelpful? Now, again, for some people, and it is amazing. We often talk about this idea that, so for me, I can have a bottle of wine open and it can be and I can have one glass and it can be in the fridge then for a week before I even think about it again. But if that was a packet of Tim Tams, I can't do that. I don't know why. It seems logical. They're the same concept with the same response, but I have never been able to manage yet. I always say yet because it's always a skill to have an open packet of something or other in my house and not always feel it calling me. So if you're finding it difficult to start, and I know some of you are, some of you have reached out, on other groups, you're finding it difficult. Your brain is going, I don't want to start. It's saying, I want to just keep eating all this stuff. Of course it's saying that. I mean, why wouldn't a brain say that? Remember, every time we eat junk food, our brain gets a little dopamine hit. It is a little hit of pleasure. So of course the brain wants it. The thing is, and that's this thing we often call your toddler brain, your emotional brain, which is very heightened and aware. I'm back. But the parent brain, morning Karen, gorgeous woman. The parent brain, which is your prefrontal cortex, it is the part of the brain that is in charge. Now, sometimes the parent brain just gets overwhelmed by the toddler brain, the amygdala, and it just kind of gives up and it goes, I can't do it. And it starts this thing of, I can't do it. It's too hard. I'm failing. I'm never going to be able to do it. So we know, of course, when our brain starts saying that, well, it's true. Good morning, Susan, gorgeous woman. It is true. If you say to yourself, I can't do this, it's too hard. Hello, Pip. Gosh, look at all of you on today. Then you are right. It is. If you say, I can't do this, it's too hard, you are absolutely right. If you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to start today, think about what starting means. Starting might not mean I'm going to be perfect. Starting might mean I'm going to stop hiding in that little section we call denial, and I'm going to start listening to Lucy and Mary's podcast. I'm going to, if I own one of the programs, which I know a lot of you do, I'm going to go and watch them again. I'm going to go and listen to the hypnoses. Starting doesn't have to mean I am giving up all my beloved junk food. Because remember, the toddler brain will go, oh no, we're not. And it will have a tantrum. And that's where we have this disconnect. We've got this yelling toddler brain having its tantrum because we're changing the rules. And the parent brain goes, oh, fine. I knew I couldn't do it anyway. And it just gives up. So let's make, for those of you who are struggling, let's make starting listening. Start with immersing yourself in all the options available to you, because essentially what you're going to do is re-brainwash your brain and remind yourself that if you keep saying you can't do it, you're right. So tell yourself you can. You can do it. You can do it. There is no starting as in rigid food thing. It's just starting to change your mindset, because the mindset is the king or the queen. And remembering that mindset is not willpower. Okay, willpower. Willpower is what we do when we have something right in front of us and we go, I don't want to eat it, 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 and we don't. That's willpower. Mindset is just a whole different shift. Good, Sally. Sally signed up to the 4-week program. Today is your start date in your head. Beautiful, darling, beautiful. So listening, again, you'll have access to hypnosis. Listen to that. It is so incredibly powerful. I know people dismiss it as a bit of woo-woo. We wouldn't be doing it if it was woo-woo. It is in there and it will change those connections in your brain from one that is disempowered, I can't do this, to one that is empowered, going, yeah, no brainer, I can do this. All right, lovelies. Have a wonderful morning. I will see you all tomorrow morning, and I'll see you on Cooking Show tomorrow night, 5:30, not in the group, on the page.